Good morning, my lovelies. This is Miss Jacob coming straight from that Spiker Star, aka the messenger. For it's always a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Jacob is trying to say. Remember, I'm just the outsider looking into your world, seeing things that you do not see, okay? But the name of this video is called The War Against Bioterrorism. Bioterrorism is terrorism involving the intentional release or dissemination of biological agents. These agents are bacteria, viruses, insects, fungi, and or toxins, and may be in a naturally occurring or a human modified form in much the same way as in biological warfare. Characteristics that makes a specific pathogen a high risk for bioterrorism include a low infective dose, ability to be aerosolized, high contagiousness, and survive in a variety of environmental conditions. Revelation 16:2. The first angel went and poured out his bowl on the land, and ugly festering sores broke out on the people who had the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. Okay, let me just say this, right? Fabulous got this song out called Cold Summer. He said, have you ever had a cold in the summertime? He said, it's the worst, but it gets better now. And then Donnell Jones got this song out called Oh How I Wonder. He said it's a message. I think you need to listen to it. Okay, let me just say this. A lot of people is walking around out here not realizing that what they are carrying is a bioweapon. Okay, they're carrying a bioweapon. And the things that I'm seeing out here is very, very weird. Everybody is coughing. Everybody, I mean, it's not just no regular cough like, like that. Nah, it's like a bronchitis and pneumonia type of cough, like their chest sound congested. Okay, it sounds very, very horrible. Okay, and some people sound worse. Okay, there's a lot of people that's sick, and then you got a lot of people that's traveling, going back and forth to, going overseas, going to Jamaica, going to Belize, is traveling around with them, okay, during this pandemic. We still in a pandemic, okay? And not only that, but I'm seeing dead animals all over the place, okay? I'm seeing some very, very strange things that's going on, okay? Now, we all heard about the war and, the war that's going on with whatever they're talking about, but the real war is a war against bioterrorism. That's the real war. So they're not going to tell you the real thing, but the real war is the war against bioterrorism, okay? Because there's a lot of sick people walking around. And then you got children that's coughing all into the atmosphere, okay? Parents don't tell them to cover their mouth or nothing. They just coughing all over the place. Everybody's just coughing, okay? It doesn't matter which store you go into. They're coughing, the workers coughing, the customers is coughing. Everybody's just coughing all over the place. And then the worst yet is they're going to these gatherings, okay? During the holidays, you had the 4th of July, you had all these picnics, all these gatherings that people are attending, not realizing that you have what you call agents, okay? You got agents and news reporters snapping shots and doing all kinds of stuff, just like that movie Pandemic. Just like that movie Pandemic when they was on an airplane, okay, flying, okay, and the guy was on his way to go see his parents, okay, and he eventually was getting sick. He got sick and he died on that plane, okay? Let me tell you something. It was a news reporter right on that plane snapping shots. When that boy died, guess what? They shut that whole plane down. And everybody had to go in quarantine. Everybody, okay? Everybody, all right? Everybody. Let me tell you something. During these festivities and these gatherings and stuff like that, who do you think be hosting these gatherings? Okay, who do you think be doing all this stuff? Okay, you got news reporters there snapping shots and everything. Okay, so yeah, people is sick out here. Cases gonna go up, and now they're talking about what you call monkeypox. Monkeypox. Okay. People just don't get it. They don't get it. It's not sinking in. They're not getting it. Okay, they not getting it. But there's a lot of people that's sick out here, coughing all over the place. They got a cold. Let me tell you something. I done watched Pastor Dowell's video. He done cough. He had this. And it's crazy because he never coughed like this. He never coughed. Never coughed. He just did a video the other day. That man coughed like 5 times. And the cough sounded like he had like bronchitis or something. Okay, which means he took the you-know-what. He took the you-know-what. He took this. That's why he coughing, because he took that. I watched B. Miles, the 84 Conscious channel. Supposedly Conscious channel, right? He coughed like 10 times, and it's crazy because he had that same cough since the wintertime. Like, he been coughing since December, January, and we like in July, and he still got that same cough. That same cough, that's because he took the you-know-what. He walking around with a bioweapon inside him, too. All of them is terrorists. All of them. Fake, want to be woke and conscious people. People just need to sit down. You ain't woke. How you so woke, but yet and still you took yourself to the slaughterhouse and got poked up. Okay? I'm about to be off this because this is crazy. This is crazy. I never seen nothing like this in my life. I never seen so many people coughing in my life. Like, I just never see it. And then you're not even going to talk about the food no more. I'm just over that. But I ain't never in my life seen this. Make sure y'all smell y'all water too, because this water's starting to stink, man. Let me tell you something. I went to this place yesterday, Hamite place, right? And if you don't know what a Hamite is, they from the lineage of ham. Okay, they from the lineage of ham. But they said this is a little store and they sell like fish and little knickknacks and stuff like that. So I asked him how much was the fish. He said $15.99 a pound, right? So I said, well, how much is this little guy here, right? Because I like sushi. I like raw fish. And oh, by the way, I can eat raw fish because in the book of Leviticus tells me I can eat fish with fins and scales. It didn't say it has to be cooked. Okay, it says as long as it has fins and scales, so I can eat the fish raw, okay? And when you eat it raw, it has more minerals. It has a lot of nutrients in it, okay? But anyway, I took the fish up there and I asked him how much was the fish, and he told me it was $11. So I was like, yeah, how long this fish been sitting in here? He said that fish been sitting there for 3 weeks. This was yesterday I went and he said that fish been sitting there for 3 weeks. Be mindful what you buying in these stores. Because a lot of this stuff been sitting in there for weeks at a time. And they're selling it for high price. Okay? So be careful with that. Okay? But I ain't never in my life seen so many people coughing like this. Kids, everybody's coughing all over the place. I sat there and watched a lady throw up like mad times before she even got on the bus. Okay? Yeah, it's getting ugly out here. So yeah, it's going to be another shutdown real soon. Because we have a problem. Okay? We have a problem. And oh, it doesn't matter what people die of, we're in a pandemic. Numbers have to be fulfilled, okay? Prophecy is being fulfilled and unfolding itself, okay? And the mark of the beast is something that you cut into your skin. That's what people get it twisted at. That's a mark. A mark is something physical, a physical incision that you have to cut into your skin, okay? That's the mark of the beast, okay? And who's doing it itself? The political dictatorship is the beast. Okay? The political dictatorship. All right? And the mark is something physical that you have to cut into your skin. Okay? A lot of people took it. And now, one of the holy angels is about to pour his bowl out. And a lot of these people are just going to be breaking out with festering sores. But this is what happened. See, in this physical world right here, you go against God for Satan, God gonna kill you. You go against Satan for God, he could kill you, but he can't kill your soul. He can send people after you to try to attack you, but he can't really do, he only could do but so much. He only do what God tell him to do, all right? But it's a war going on, okay? The real war. Ain't none of that propaganda, rumors of wars that they talking about with China and Afghanistan and all this stuff, all this bullcrap that they talk about. Nah, the real war is against bioterrorism. You know, these people, the goons took an oath. They took an oath. They put their right hand to God. When Nipsey Hussle said right hand to God, they put their right hand to God and they took an oath to protect their country against bioterrorists and against bioterrorism. They took an oath to protect their country. So, it's about to go down, okay? So this ain't the time for people to be sitting up here worrying about somebody else and worrying about these dick in the booty Hollywood stars, okay? Because the real war is the war against bioterrorism. It's against you, okay? That's the real war against you, okay? But I'm about to be off this, okay? It's just a shame how people is coughing. It's just a shame. Even in their videos, doing their videos, they coughing, coughing. It's such a shame. People so self-conscious and so woke up here sounding like KRS-One and the Boogie Down Productions, trying to sound so self-conscious. But yet they took themselves to the slaughterhouse. They didn't have the dignity within themselves to fight for at least for what they stand in. But like I always say, it's too many talkers and not enough doers. But Pastor Dow took that. Okay, he ain't even no pastor because God don't send pastors. He sends Kohens, not pastors, not rabbis. But I been did a video on him a long time ago and told you it was fake. But he coughing. His cough sounds horrible. B Miles from the 84 Concerts channel, his cough, he had that cough since the wintertime. Since the wintertime. Wintertime, mind you. And we're about to be in fall again and he still got that same damn cough. You took it to keep your job and you still got fired from your job to turn around and look for another. You're just dumb and stupid. People need to take up their own advice. Stop trying to be woke to everybody else and be woke to yourself. Because the only person you fooling is yourself. But anywho, I'm about to be off this. Time is of the essence. Hey, listen. Very few will make it. Very, very few. It's a lot of hypocrites out here. People sitting up here, they'll talk about the system and then turn around and promote things of the system. Just hypocrites. Anywho, for those, listen, it's going to be too late. But anywho, I'm about to be off this. Miss Jacob, that's Spike a Star. The messenger, I'm gone.